Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 10 matchups on this NBA slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 19K subs. Definitely helps out the channel. And check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Really good offers to get in on the action, especially for this weekend. A lot of good NBA college basketball action. And yeah, still just NBA. We got NHL All-Star break this weekend. And then, 10 matchups here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Detroit Pistons. Clippers opening up as an 11.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 237.5. Clippers coming into this matchup 31-15. Detroit 6-41. Head-to-head, the Clippers 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Where they've been pretty dominant head-to-head here. Looks like Paul George is good to go for this game. Clippers coming off a Washington win. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Detroit coming off a Cleveland loss. Clippers 8-0 against Detroit. 5-0 on the road against Detroit here. Yeah, I like the Clippers in this one. Obviously, playing Detroit, Clippers are playing well. They've been dominant against the Pistons. Give me the Clippers minus 11.5 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Miami Heat versus the Washington Wizards. Heat opening up as an 8.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 227.5. Heat coming into this matchup 25-23. The Wizards 9-38. Head-to-head Miami 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Looks like Marvin Bagley, Jordan Poole both questionable for the Wizards. Miami coming off a Sacramento win, ending their massive losing streak that they were on. Washington coming off a Clippers loss. This one's tough because Miami's been horrible. They're 1-7 covering the spread. 1-7 in their last 8. They just have not played good. Obviously, the Wizards are the Wizards here, but they're definitely capable of covering big spreads. They've done it before many times, double digits. I'm just not sold with the Heat as big favorites on the road, so I think I'm going to take a shot with the Wizards plus 8.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Phoenix Suns versus the Atlanta Hawks. Suns opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 248.5. Suns coming into this matchup 28-20. The Hawks 20-27. Head-to-head Atlanta 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Phoenix on a 2-game winning streak coming off a Brooklyn win. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing very good basketball right now. Atlanta on a 2-game winning streak coming off a Lakers win. I don't see any major injuries in this matchup here. Phoenix 0-5 covering on the road against Atlanta. 1-4 against Atlanta. They have not been good against the Hawks here. Hawks 4-16 covering at home. They cannot cover at home here. This one's a tough one here. I like the team that's playing well. I'm gonna look past the stats. They've been bad against the Hawks, and I like Phoenix. They're playing good. They were just 3-point favorites against Brooklyn on the road, won by 16. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a shot with the Suns minus 3 in money line on the road here. Next matchup, we've got the Sacramento Kings versus the Indiana Pacers. Kings opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 248.5. Kings coming into this matchup 27-19. The Pacers 27-23. Head-to-head, Pacers are 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Pacers coming off a Knicks loss yesterday, 4-point loss. We'll see if there's anybody resting like Halliburton. So be sure to monitor that. Sacramento coming off a Miami loss. They did lose to the Pacers in their last meeting, 121-126. So yeah, Sacramento, they haven't really been playing well either. And I really like this game if Halliburton's playing. So if Halliburton's playing in this game here, I think they're good underdogs today. And I'll take a shot with the Pacers +3 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder opening up as a 16-point home favorite with the over-under at 226. Hornets coming into this matchup 10-36. The Thunder 33-15. Head-to-head, Charlotte 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. So they've actually been good head-to-head here. No LaMelo Ball though, so that does hurt the lineup. OKC, no Isaiah Joe and no Jalen Williams. Charlotte, they are 2-8 in their last 10 on a 5-game losing streak right now. OKC coming off a nice Denver win. Charlotte 0-5 covering during this losing streak they're on. Yeah, they've been head-to-head. They've actually been surprisingly really, really good against the Thunder, but I just don't trust it, especially on the road without LaMelo Ball. Don't know if I can take it here. 16 points. 16 points is a lot. We've seen the Thunder dominate some game against the Spurs. They were 9-point favorites. They won by like 25. We've seen them have some big blowout games, but they haven't really done it in a while. I like the Thunder to win at home, but 16 points. I think I'm going to take a shot with the Hornets +16 on the road. We saw last night, guys, the Lakers were 15-point underdogs, and they won by double digits. So I just don't know if you could trust these big spreads in the NBA too often. So I think I'll take a shot with Charlotte +16, or throw Thunder in a teaser. If you can get them to around maybe -10 or a little under, I would feel more comfortable with that play. Next matchup, we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Warriors opening up as an 8.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 224.5. Warriors coming into this matchup 20-24. Memphis 18-30. Head-to-head, Memphis 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Looks like Clay and Draymond are good to go here. Warriors coming off a Philly win. They actually lost to Memphis in their last game meeting, 116-107. Memphis coming off a Cleveland loss yesterday on a 3-game losing streak. Warriors 1-4 covering against Memphis. 0-9 covering on the road against Memphis. They have not been good against Memphis here. And Warriors haven't been good in general. Haven't really built up wins. And they're not really beating anybody. Barely beating the bad teams. Not in love with this one here, but man, I think I'm just going to take a shot with the Grizzlies +8.5 at home. They've been actually very surprising covering the spread. Next matchup, we've got the New Orleans Pelicans versus the San Antonio Spurs. Pelicans opening up as an 8-point road favorite with the over-under at 234.5. Pelicans coming into this matchup 27-21. The Spurs 10-38. Head-to-head, the Pelicans 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Pelicans coming off a Houston win. Spurs on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Magic loss. The Pelicans 7-0 against the Spurs, 7-0 covering against the Spurs, and then 4-1 covering on the road against the Spurs. They've been very good covering against the Spurs here, and I know Zion's questionable. Be sure to check his status here. He did miss last game, but yeah, they've been so dominant against San Antonio. I just think I got to roll with the Pelicans -8 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Orlando Magic versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota opening up as a 7.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 211. Magic coming into this matchup 25-23. Minnesota 34-14. Head-to-head, Orlando 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Magic. Don't see any major injuries here. It looks like Gary Harris is probable, so that's good. The Magic coming off a nice Spurs win, a good 10-point win there. Minnesota on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Dallas win. Minnesota, let's see, 16-4 at home. I mean, they're dominant at home here, and yeah, I like Minnesota. You know, they're playing pretty well as of late, 4-1 in their last 5. Not sure I love the Magic on the road. They are just 3-7 against the Western Conference. Yeah, I like Minnesota at home here. Give me the Timberwolves -7.5 in money line. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Raptors versus the Houston Rockets. Houston opening up as a 4.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 230. Raptors coming into this matchup 17-30. Houston 22-25. Head-to-head, Toronto 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, and Jacob Poeltl all questionable. Those are big injuries. So if they are playing, that definitely helps out this Toronto team big time. Toronto coming off a Chicago win. I mean, it's been bad for Toronto. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Been a real struggle for them. Houston coming off an 11-point Pelicans loss. Toronto 1-4 on the road. 1-4 covering against Houston here. For me, there's too many question marks for Toronto. Three starters questionable. Barrett and Quickley missed the last game or two, so they're uncertain right there. Sengun is questionable for Houston. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at this. If Toronto's missing some key guys still starting, I think I'm gonna take the Rockets -4.5 in money line at home. Then the last matchup, we got the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver opening up as a 12.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 220.5. Blazers coming into this matchup 15-33. Denver 33-16. Head-to-head, Denver 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. Jokic is questionable. And so definitely check on Jokic's status. That determines a lot here. Portland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a big Bucks upset win. Denver coming off an OKC loss. And yeah, you know, Denver just not the same without Jokic. Portland 0-6 covering on the road against Denver. 1-5 against Denver. This one's very simple for me. If Jokic is playing, I think they dominate at home. If Jokic is out, though, I think I'm taking a shot with Portland +12.5 on the road. So be sure to monitor his injury status. Now that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.